Men don't catcall women anymore. You guys have gotten really scary. I don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, remember back in the day, y'all used to be like, "Arr, arr, arr." Y'all don't do that shit no more. Y'all weak. And I blame the pandemic because the world got way more sensitive. So nowadays, a man walking up to a woman saying, "Hey, beautiful," can be borderline sexual harassment.
What is going on, y'all? So as you seen in that little video clip of that comedian, right? She said men don't catcall no more, right? She's like, men don't be catcalling. What is catcalling? For the younger folk that really never heard that expression, I'm pretty sure y'all did, but it's when a chick walking by and, you know, dudes is being all thirsty, mouth wide open, catcalling her, whistling, or being like, "Hey ma," right? Like an early 2000s rap music video. You know, y'all remember that Dipset song, "Hey ma, what's up?" Right? All that corny shit. "Hey, let me holler at you, shout it. Let me holler at you." That whole corny shit. A lot of men are starting to not do that, right? They're stopping that little catcall bullshit. And quick disclaimer before I even start, do I still approach women? Do I still, not really catcall, but do I approach them if they have a friendly demeanor, if they're looking, if they're smiling, if they're being pleasant? Yes, of course, right? But sometimes now you got to worry about fake flirting. This is, you know, a new tactic, these chicks, because they're so hungry. I guess there's some of them, not all of them. Some of them are so hungry for attention. Now they're starting to fake flirt just to get a guy's attention, because they're not getting it nowhere else, right? All that's happening is they're getting smashed and the guy doesn't call them again, or if he does contact them, it's just only to smash and nothing else. So they need ways to get attention because they're not getting it, right? And I'm gonna get more into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. A lot of guys, not all, but a lot, because there's a sucker born every day, right? There's a simp, I hate using that term, born every day. But a lot of guys are just stopping that. They're like, man, I'm not doing that corny catcall mess. And I used to do that back in the day, right? Because that was the popular thing to do. If you guys remember the early 2000s, mid 2000s, all that standing on the side and, "Hey, shawty, let me talk to you real quick," or, "Hey, ma, let me talk to you real quick." We used to do that bull crap until we're like, okay, this isn't it. Like, this ain't working. This chick is getting her fill of free attention and she's rejecting you, right? It makes her feel good that she just rejected you, right? She got her little ego boost. She made you look stupid, and bam, it's a lose-lose situation. So we wisened up, a lot of us. The only time I'm gonna talk to a chick is, like I said, has a pleasant demeanor, is looking, smiling, has a pleasant smile, or at least makes eye contact and at least says hi, right? At least, that's the very least. That's the only time. But a lot of these chicks, that one and the comedian chick, this is what they'll do. They'll walk past a group of guys with their nose up in the air, right? Pretending like they don't see you, and they're expecting you to chase them, right? Because they have that "I'm a queen, I'm the prize" mentality. That's just their mentality, and a lot of that is our fault, right? It's a lot of that, you know, it's men's fault. Okay, we got to take accountability. It's men's fault, because if it wasn't for thirsty guys talking about, "Hey ma, let me holler at you," to a broad just walking with her nose up in the air thinking she better, she wouldn't keep doing that, right? So it's men's fault, okay? And that's what these chicks want you to do. They'll walk past you, pretend like they don't see you, right? And still expect you to holler at them because they think they're higher than you, right? Like he should holler at me. I'm ignoring him. I'm acting like he doesn't even exist because I think I'm way up here, but I still want him to holler at me because he's below me. A lot of guys are saying, "F that. I'm not hollering," and you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that no more, right? Because it's degrading to it. Fellas, you're degrading yourself when you do that, right? You're degrading yourself when a chick that pretends like she won't even see you, right? Pretends, or she's on her phone looking down or what have you, and she just might be walking along like she might not be interested in you, period. So it's degrading for you to holler at her because she's not giving you any kind of, you know, of like friendliness or any kind of invitation. And I know what some other guys might say, "Oh, it's a man's initiative," and it ain't, man. Shut the fuck up. It ain't no man's initiative to holler at a chick that got her nose up in the air and looks like she got a stick shoved up her behind, right? Looking like Miss Princess, Miss Diva. Ain't it? A lot of these coaches or whatever you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it, they'll make it seem like you're weak for not hollering at it. No, you're not. You're smart. You don't have time for that. You value your time. You value yourself. And this goes for dudes too. If they walking by acting like they don't see you, got their nose up in the air, acting like they're better than you, there's no reason to talk to them. I'm not finna talk to you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, as twisted and messed up as this sounds, especially some of these chicks with this entitled mindset, they actually expect the man to chase them, right? Even though she's acting like she doesn't see him and she's acting like I'm a queen, you know, she has this air about her like, oh, I'm too good for him, but he still better talk to me, and because I'm not talking to him first, right? A lot of people have this mindset. They'll view you as lower and still expect you to like chase them and pedestalize them, basically, right? So a lot of men are just saying, nah, hell nah, right? And then nowadays, to make it even worse, like I said, like I alluded to earlier, not all, but there's some chicks that will fake flirt with dudes just to get an ego hit. When the guy comes and starts talking to him, they'll reject him just to get their rocks off, right? Because they have very bad self-esteem. Their self-esteem is so shot that they need a complete stranger. They need a person that they've never seen from Adam and Eve to come and give them a validation boost. There has to be some sort of mental, some sort of psyche about this. You dig what I'm saying? And I steer clear, and you guys should too, of these type of chicks. The best way to eliminate a chick that is seeking that type of attention is to tell her straight up, hey, look, I want to meet you out for drinks, or, meet up. You feel me? And she starts giving you all these excuses, cut her off, bam. And this is what a lot of guys are starting to do, right? This is why this comedian is joking, but she's really not joking. She's really telling the truth. This is why she's joking about men not giving her free attention, basically, is what is going on. Because a lot of these guys, all they're doing is smashing these chicks and then moving about their business, right? They're going about their business, and this is pissing a lot of chicks off, that a lot of guys aren't doing this whole persistent pursuing shit. Because I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of chicks, once again, not all, but there are a good amount, right, of chicks who will reject you, right? Who'll be like, oh no, I'm busy, blah, 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 all that dumb shit. They will still expect you to keep pursuing them, right? Keep pursuing them, keep going after them, keep texting them good morning every day and shit like that. They'll expect you to do that. And a lot of guys the smart ones that respect themselves aren't doing that no more, right? It's gotten to a point where even myself, I'm gonna ask you one time, you're trying to get up, right? You're trying to have a drink, or you're trying to do this and that. Oh no, I'm busy, delete number, right? Look, if this is how a lot of men are thinking, and it's bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, right? But a lot of men are thinking, look, either we smashing or you can go about your business. This is why she's making this video, because a lot of guys are saying, right, if you don't want to smash, you can go on about your business. You can get on, right? And a lot of chicks don't like that. You feel me? So this is the reasoning behind this stand-up comedy, and there's truth in jest, right? Jest means jokes. There's truth in jokes. So these jokes and stand-up comedies really ain't really a joke. It's really the truth wrapped up and disguised as a joke. Okay? And fellas, don't ever let no chick shame you that's trying to manipulate, that's trying to use you. Don't ever let her shame you and say, oh, you just want one thing, baby. That's not of course I want your companionship too, but if we ain't smashing, I'm not talking. Simple as that. I don't care if you get hurt, I don't care if you get mad, you can go on, man. See, and all that shaming shit, it only works on weak guys. You feel me? It only works on weak dudes. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I would love to be your friend. And nah. Because see, men that respect themselves are going to straight up be like, hey, look, if you're not looking for nothing intimate, you looking in the wrong place. Right? And you know, dude, you know, a guy that respects himself, he already moving on to the other prospect. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you thought. Peace.